Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm super excited to be reviewing the RP50 1000W electric bike. This is a beast of a machine that's perfect for the urban commuter who wants a powerful and reliable way to get around. Let's start by unboxing the bike and assembling it. The assembly process is pretty straightforward and shouldn't take you more than an hour. I would be stunned if it actually took you an hour. Once you've got it assembled, you're ready to hit the road, except at the end of this video, I'm going to include 3 key pro tips that you would want to know just to make that assembly process a little easier for you. The RP50 1000W has a sleek and modern design that's sure to turn heads. Actually, as a matter of fact, I know it will. A bunch of people asked me about it when I was riding it and at the beach. It also has built-in high-quality materials so that you can be sure that it's going to last for years to come. I'm going to quickly go through a couple of those key features, but then let's go talk to me on the bike and see what my experience is like in real life as I'm using it. The bike has a powerful 1000W motor that will take you up to 25 miles an hour. I actually never got 25, I got 24 and a half, and I couldn't quite get it to that 25. It's got a 14.5 amp hour battery that can provide a range of up to 73 miles. I think it'd have to be on full downhill the whole way and have to be very light, but nonetheless, you get tremendous mileage out of this. It's got fat tires that provide a smooth ride even over rough terrain. I'm going to show you that in the video. It's got a front suspension that absorbs bumps and shocks, 7 gears that allow you to climb hills with ease. I even tested that out on a big old bridge you'll see. And it's got a ridiculously comfortable layout in terms of the seat and the handlebars. Okay, those are the basics. Let's go talk to me on the bike and I'll talk to you about these details and the things how I experienced them while using the bike. All right, so I am on my way back after an epically long day of biking, shooting video. I hope you've liked it. I hope it came out well. As you can hear, right next to the road, so it could be a little noisy, but I really wanted to talk to you while I was on the bike, sharing my experience of the day with you. I think I'm going to stop pedaling, just going a little slow. There we go. And what I want to tell you about, first and foremost, is I love the fat tire dual purpose ability of this, right? Because right now you can see I am riding on what amounts to beautiful new pavement, but I'm here in Tampa Bay. The Bay is right next to me here, and obviously we just had a hurricane, and so the path up here is completely torn up. It's like seriously like mountain biking, going up and down on little pieces of concrete and stuff. And I already went back and forth a couple times. This thing handled it awesome. I'm going to share that with you now so you can see what it looks like. I really have done all the stupid things you're not supposed to do, and I would like you not to do as bike riders. Like, I've gone up and down the boulders. I've gone like on the edge of like cracks and that kind of stuff that would trip you up normally. And as you can see, I can easily go up into the dirt, ride it out, come back down, no issues whatsoever. It's totally fine, which is ridiculously cool. Comfort-wise, I will also say whatever they've done with this front suspension really mitigates any handling issues when you're going over all these little bumps and stuff. I mean, it is absolutely phenomenal. You just go up and down little bumps like they're not there. Again, don't do it that way. Treat those bumps with respect. But if you're looking for a piece of equipment that's going to go anywhere and go over those bumps and stuff, this is a really good choice. I'm actually not sure if it's the fat tires or if it's the layout of the bike or it's the suspension. 2 hands on the handlebars. There we go, over that. I have been using this as the workhorse it's designed to be, right? So I have like this case filled with 3 drones and 4 cameras on the back. I have another case here with the controller for the drone that you're watching with right now. Going over all this crazy stuff. Let's go a little in the sand so you can see that. Oh. I actually can't get this camera tight enough so it doesn't shift. That's how rough this is. Let's see if this works better. Not so much. I'm pretty sure you got the point though. So I'm done with the obstacle course and I wanted to talk to you more about the bike itself. It's getting a little dark out, has lights. Those lights actually work. they work pretty well. I mean, I think if I was going to drive a lot at night, I'd put something else on it, but in terms of basic illumination, safety, those kind of things, definitely work really well. Other things I wanted to talk to you about, let's see, brakes. Brakes worked. Actually, a common complaint I have with these e-bikes and the less expensive e-bikes is I normally complain about parasitic drag with the mechanical disc brakes, and you can normally hear them sliding on there. Not a thing with this one. It works. They've worked absolutely perfectly. No issue. The brakes actually do work really well. The 7-gear shifter is perfect, right? So when I went up that big hill to go up and over that crazy, I don't know why they have a bridge that's that tall, but when I went up that bridge, I was definitely happy to jack it down a couple gears, use a little power assist. That was great. I think I was saying before, the storage is ridiculous. I put a bag on the handlebars. I've got this giant case on this rack in the back, carrying a ton of cameras and a ton of video equipment, and carries it all super easy. I mean, it's not all that heavy, but it's a big bulky box and it seems to be carrying it quite well. What else would you want to know about? Oh, the seat. The seat is actually comfortable. Normally, the very first thing I do with these bikes is replace the seat, and I gotta say, this one, I'm not gonna do that. It seems pretty good to me. I don't think I need to go run out and replace the seat. So one little teeny complaint, which is just like a silly, stupid complaint. Don't try to ride it on like deep, soft beach sand. That's not so good. It's not good for that. As fat as the tires are, they're not fat enough for that. Hey, watch this. We could do stunts. We could go up this crazy hill. Back down. How fun is that? And mileage. So far today, I've gone about 4 miles. Not at full speed. I've been doing kind of like 15 miles an hour, which is what I'm doing now because that's a pace that the drone can follow me. And so yeah, at that 15 miles an hour, going 4 miles, I've really only taken 1 click out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the battery. So I'd say mileage-wise is absolutely outstanding. What else is there to tell you about? The horn? It's actually, again, a little like the lights, right? That is a completely usable horn. If somebody doesn't hear this, they're driving next to that truck. That's why they didn't hear this. But that horn is just totally horned out. Really good. Yeah. Just looking down at things, seat was comfortable, size is great, riding position is perfect for me. Brakes worked well, speed is awesome. This thing freaking cooks. Mileage is great. I do have one other safety complaint. It is the most minute little thing, but it is actually a real thing. So I've a bunch of these bikes that I've done reviews of. The throttle on the handle only works once you start pedaling, right? So I gave this to my wife. I'm like, this thing's awesome, try it out. And she's a little bit of a klutz. And I was expecting I didn't have to tell her you got to worry about the throttle when you're just walking it around, getting it in position. Because all the other bikes I had, the throttle didn't work unless you were pedaling. And she grabbed the thing. I had it on the lowest speed, so that's why I'm saying it was no big deal. It was the lowest speed, but she grabbed it by the handle, gave it a little twist, and it kind of tried to scoot away from her, but like it was on the lowest, safest speed, so even my wife was able to retain the bike and there was no issue. But I will give you a heads up that you need to be aware of that, especially maybe if you have kids around or youths who are going to have this in turbo mode and might leave it for your wife, and that might be an issue. So yeah, that I'm just giving you a heads up on that. Outside of that, this thing is so freaking cool. I would tell anybody to get this in a second. I am very excited that I have it. I'm not sure I'm going to share it with my wife anymore because I have had so much fun today. But overall, that's my review of this. I hope this has been helpful. Hey, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll let you know whatever I know. Let's just start out with the most common question. Do I know a hack to make it go faster than what it's speed limited to? And I don't. You can put the question up there in the comments. Maybe somebody will answer you, but I personally don't know. Remember to like, subscribe, follow while you're down there. And if you're interested in this bike, there is a link down there that helps out the channel. This is what we do, and I really appreciate it if you use our link for that kind of stuff. Pardon the mess, but I just finished putting it together. I wanted to show you a couple quick pro tips. Number one, when you're adjusting this, so as you can see, it doesn't mount up flush, right? So be a little careful to put these in equally, and you can just physically look, see if that space to the space right here, and you could just eyeball that. But the first time I put it on, I found it was very tight up here, and this was wide open, which isn't going to be effective. So you want this to be balanced. Second pro tip, here with the pedals. So these are cast, right? So that means it comes out of like a mold, and then they tap it and then paint it. And so be very careful when you first thread in the pedal. Just take a couple of extra moments, do it nice and slow, because you don't want to cross thread it. And both of them were a little difficult to start. They give you very clear instructions in terms of which direction, whether they're right-handed or left-handed. Follow the instructions, take your time, make sure you thread it in right the first time. Outside of that, there's gonna be no issues. While we're out of here, I thought I'd show you how to remove the battery. It's super simple, but just so you don't have to look it up, there's a button here. You press that button, lift up the seat, folds forward, unlock it. You'll see this locking mechanism retract, and then just simply pick it up and you're able to remove it. If you need to do it for security purposes or you want to take it to charge it, that's all you got to do. Super easy. I hope it was helpful. We'll see you next time.